Hey guys, it's Gary back for another little tip for you. How many of y'all in the past year have had a client stolen from you? Working with the buyer, showing houses, they ghost you all of a sudden. Next thing you know, they're buying the house for some other agent. Seems like this is happening a lot these days. I get phone calls probably weekly on this. Somebody said, I was working with this agent. We've seen homes. I've got everything ready to go. And next thing I know, some other agent is come in and taking care of it. Now, some of it is the agents doing things they shouldn't, interfering with agency, maybe convincing people to cancel the transaction with you and to go with them. Some of it. A lot of it is because our buyers don't understand the transaction and they don't understand that we all get the same information at exactly the same time. We have under National Association of Realtors, we have a no pocket listing rule. Under the MLS, we have a no pocket listing rule. So what we're seeing is that buyers believe that if you can't find them a house that somebody they met at church or at a party or wherever has a secret list of properties that only they know about. We know that's not true because everybody gets the same properties at the same time. So in this week's podcast, we tackle this very important problem for every real estate agent nationwide. This is not a Columbia problem or a Greenville problem. This is a nationwide problem of people losing their clients to other agents. It relates to procuring cause, it relates to agency, and it relates to a lot of things that we got to get into. So I've talked about in this podcast the 3 reasons I think that you are having this happen to you, because I do believe ultimately it lies with that agent to stop it happening and stop your clients from cheating on you, stop your clients from being stolen from you. It's a lot of it lies back with you as the agent, things that you can do differently up front. So we have to talk about agency a little bit in this podcast, which I know everybody gets tired of hearing about agency, but it's so important in this. But we're going to talk about the 3 areas where I believe this is happening. And then what we're going to do is give you some actual real practical things that you can do and implement right away that I believe will help you not have your clients stolen or have your clients cheating on you. In fact, coming up in a podcast in a couple of weeks, I have one of my good friends, Garrett Maroon, who's out of the Virginia Beach, Newport News area. And Garrett is a phenomenal real estate agent. And we talked about this, and I asked him in his career, how many times has he had an agent cheat on him? And how many times has he had an agent stolen from him or a client stolen from him? And he said, it's never happened. And he tells me why. So this will tie into that podcast in a couple of weeks, but I bring a little bit of his philosophy into this as well. So listen to this podcast. I think it will help you quit having your agents lose, you or your agents of your team lose buyers to other agents or have your buyers cheating on you. So very important topic this week. I also give you in this podcast my number 6 and number 5 favorite streaming series of all time. And I think both of them are very good streaming series you ought to listen to. So listen to this week's podcast, click on the link below, and have a great week. Take care.